Hi, my lovely people. Ooh, to the we, to the we. Where do we even start with this? Okay, it's been a night out here on YouTube, and we have all just, had our minds blown a tad bit. So we just gonna jump right into it, okay? So Olivia decides to go live, all right? And she decides to go live, and she comes with this story time of how she's stressed, and y'all don't understand. She's trying to empower women, and she's got this friend, aka Jasmine, and it's all this stuff going on in this woman's house, and she's so sick of hearing it, and she doesn't know what to do. She's ready to take a trip. She's ready to go. She's alleging all this abuse that's going on, all of this. But all I can say is I have listened to the live of Olivia twice, and I was waiting to see if Jasmine was going to come out here and say anything, and she hasn't, which we know it's coming. We know the big excuse is coming, right? But this reaction solely is going to be on what Olivia said. And then we'll do one on Jasmine, my thoughts on Jasmine, okay, in a little while. But here we go. So, Olivia, there's a few things when you went live that I just have some questions about, okay? My question is this. But I noticed that you said that the reason that you came to the internet is because your friend values the internet and will listen more when it's out on the internet. Now, when it comes to Jasmine, I believe that one. I do believe the fact that Olivia had came out to the internet, it bothers her more than if Olivia would have came to her. But if you call yourself somebody's friend, there's a few other things you could have tried out here. Because let's not play like y'all don't live very far from each other. Have you ever thought about saying, girl, let me take you out to lunch, all right? And then sit down in her face and have a conversation with her. Or the fact that that Philip come and get his kids all the time and it's just her and Legendary. And maybe offer, hey, Jazz, you want to come down here and stay in my house for a few days? Olivia, you allegedly have a baby that's about the same age as Legendary. Why can't they play for a while and y'all go live and get some work done? And maybe you kumbaya, because you said and Jasmine said y'all like sisters, right? But see, this is one thing about it, though. When you meet somebody off this app, you can't say you like sisters because you don't know nobody like that, right? You can say you've gotten close to people. I've gotten very close to people off this app, and it's a very, 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 very select few. So I'm going to do the reaction as if it was someone I met off the app, right? I either drove and I would have went and seen them and I would have talked to them, and then after that, I would have had to just cut it off, okay? There was a lot of other things you could have done before you came here on this app. But see, Olivia, another thing I found real funny was you made sure that you went live on your new channel, right? You didn't go live on Liv's Life. You went live on your new channel where you need new subs, where you need new clout, where you need new drama, new tea, right? You went over there to bust Jasmine out, all right? You didn't come on your regular channel that, got your so-called 90,000 plus subs. You went to your new channel, right? Because you needed that content, huh? Y'all, let me just say this. Didn't I say this was going to happen? I said this as soon as she created another channel. I said she coming to bust Jasmine's tail. And that's what she did, right? Another thing I found very funny, Olivia, when you were speaking, right? You kept saying that you was going to drive there to put hands on somebody. You was getting so fed up. But honey, if you was that fed up, why didn't you go there to rescue your friend? Hey, girl, let me take you out this situation for a while. Hey, girl, let me take you to make you feel good about yourself. Let me pump you up. Something of that nature. But now you want to go over there and you're going to do something to Chris. Baby. Ooh, you want to do something to Chris. Girl, Jasmine and Chris would have both put you in a body slam and folded you on down the street. Because, see, Jasmine, she going to ride for her man. So she would have really, really put the smack down on you. Let's just keep it all the way real. Another thing, that must be why Chris is always standing up for Olivia over Jasmine, because they know that Olivia really knows what's going on up in their house, and he doesn't want it to get out here on these streets. So now we know why Chris is standing up for Olivia. Olivia, I'm going to say this. You may have some kind of concern for Jasmine, and I'm going to say maybe. But I'm going to really ride with the fact that, number one, you're mad that Gerard came out here and spoke against you. Then you wanted to get on here and you wanted to put some steam and some smoke up Gerard's butt by alleging that he was abusing you. So how can I do all of this without making it look like I'm bitter or I'm concerned? Oh, ding dong, light bulb. How about I come on here and I tell Jasmine's story, then I say, oh, but I know how it is because I was going through the same thing. That's what you did. You made sure you were able to throw shade and get some tea thrown out there. Girl, we know. We know that you are still mad about the live that was happening on somebody else's platform and Jasmine did not stand up for you, okay? Now I'm going to say this in the same breath. Olivia said something that I caught too. She said, well, I told her that I wasn't going to bring anything to the internet, but she did it first. So that right there, when you say somebody did it first, that means you're out for revenge. So Olivia, you were out for revenge because you wanted to get on here and you wanted to play as though you weren't bothered. See, she wasn't bothered that Jasmine didn't stand up for her. She wasn't bothered that Jasmine left her out to dry. So she says. But see, when Jasmine got her cell on here and she went and started apologizing to Olivia, guess what happened? She also busted Olivia out because Jasmine said, I just spoke to her and I didn't realize that it hurt her feelings so bad and how she felt about it. So see, that made you mad. So that made you feel like, guess what? I can come to the internet about her business. Now, honey, it's out here now. It's out here now. And you know, I'm not shocked by it, okay? I'm shocked that Olivia calls herself someone's friend and does it. But then again, I'm not really shocked. I mean, this is the thing that I am. I am like, okay, girl, not one, not two, not three, not four, but a whole bunch of people have been coming out here saying the same story, Jasmine. So somewhere in between these stories is a truth, right? Because not everybody's going to have the same tale. Not everybody's going to keep coming out here saying, man, every time I talk to her on the phone, I'm hearing this and that in the background. Not everybody's going to come on here and say that you have called them in your time of weakness and told them that you have had hands laid on you. So therefore, do I think Olivia is telling the truth? Yes, of course. We all know Jasmine has a mouth on her. She tells her own business. So imagine if Jasmine thinks that you're her friend. Just imagine that. If Jasmine thought you were her friend, she's going to tell you everything about her. And Jasmine did the, oh, I look at Olivia like a sister, the same speech she did for Chrissy. But I'm going to tell you what, it doesn't make Olivia not messy, okay? Because there was other ways you could have done it, but you chose not to. You chose not to. So since you chose not to do it and you brought it out here on the YouTube streets, that makes you a messy Betty, just like you already are. It shows that you have no control over anything and you have no loyalty. But then again, we are looking at two women that will put a man over their child any day of the week. That's the thing. It doesn't shock me because we got Olivia over here who literally had men in her house and making her kids call him daddy, who has lost custody and done not one thing to get them back. She's moving in the opposite direction of getting her children back. Now we have Jasmine, who is saying she's too stressed out. Now we know, many factors of why. Again, she's stressed out and she's given up and she's over here in front of a man that is, I don't even want to call Chris a man. She's over here with this woman and she's saying, oh, you know what? I got an extra 4 kids and I need to handle that. So, they have given up on their children. They have given up on their lives and their life is all focused on men. So I can imagine that this is what's going on behind the scenes. Now, what are we waiting for? We're waiting on Jasmine to go live and say her side. We're waiting to see if Olivia is going to get on here and try and patch it up. We're waiting on a lot of things out here in these streets. The ball is really in Jasmine's court at this point. Because see, if Jasmine come out and say, she didn't say my name and she wasn't talking about me, then she's trying to really, really dodge something. She may come out here and have a big excuse and play victim. Then we know she hiding something. She may get on here with Chris and they may roll Olivia up and start telling Olivia's business because we know Jasmine could be very, very upset. It could go any way right now. But we know now it's going to be a feud, so that's going to make it more views. It's going to be more back and forth, so that's going to make it be more money. It's all about how this is going to play out. But I will say this, Olivia, if you're truly concerned about a friend, no matter what Jasmine does, if you were concerned, you would leave it alone and leave it right there. Be like, look, I told my truth. I ain't got nothing to say. If she want to put up with it, I'll wash my hands of it. Let me go on with my content. But Olivia don't have no content. So that's why every time drama comes out on the street, Olivia is in it. Y'all, I will tell you this. I see a few coming in the future. I said this was going to happen with Olivia, and I told y'all give it a week when she created that new channel. Bang, bang, boom. It is out, and it has happened. So I'm going to say give this a day or so, and I think we're going to find out a little bit more of what's going on. And I think that Jasmine's going to come with Olivia's business. I will say this. Jasmine, if you sit back there like you ain't got no backbone and this girl done dropped all your business out here on the streets and you try and play it like Chrissy, I got all these receipts but I ain't gonna drop it, then you are really, really, really dumb. And we all know that that is true, so I don't even know where to go. But I guess we'll all be sitting back and watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the comments.